So, you're looking to lose weight. Me too. I've been on this journey ever since I was about 340 pounds 2 years ago, over 340 pounds. And I've had my really highs and I've also had my really lows. The past few months, I've been on one of those really lows and I'm trying to work it out. The biggest thing is eating better. So today, I'm gonna take y'all with me shopping and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do for dinner the next 2 nights. And if you follow along, I'll kind of run through a little bit more about what I've been going through and how I've lost almost 10 pounds in 1 week since last Monday. So follow me to the grocery store. Let's go get some things. First thing is first, I have to say bye to Cookie Girl. Okay, here's your little treat. Sit. Speak. Paw. Give me a paw. Good. There you go. Okay, I'll be back after I get some dinner. All right, everybody. Just walked out the apartment. Let's run to Publix and let's pick up everything that we need. All right, everybody. We just got to Publix, and I also meant to mention this. I don't know if it's true. I read an article last night. I hope it's true, but I just read an article that Publix is going to make all of its like store brand items contain no like harmful GMOs or modifiers in their food. That would be really huge for a majority of people that shop in like the Southeast, because most people that live in like Georgia and South Carolina, I don't know where all Publix is, but everybody that shops at Publix, we know that the prices are kind of high. So to be able to buy their store brand items at a cheaper price and not have any of those harmful chemicals in them, that would be so huge. Comment down below if you know about that. All right, everybody, I think we got everything we needed, so let's head to checkout. All right, got everything in the car, just checked out. Let's get it home. Did I mention it's super hot today? Okay, everybody, so just got back inside, got everything laid out. I'm gonna show you what we're having for dinner tonight, and then I'll show you everything I got for the next 3 days. So first off, tonight we're gonna be doing blackened chicken quesadillas. And when my wife makes the quesadillas, I'm gonna make us some home fries. So I got 2 potatoes for tonight for home fries, and then 2 for Wednesday with what I'm about to show you we're eating then. So let me turn the camera around and show you what all we got. All right, so got my wife a couple of Lonnies. She's been wanting to try them. Tuesday night, she's gonna have some tacos, and I think I'm gonna have this protein shake and a couple of these protein bars. But so we got chicken for tonight for chicken quesadillas, home fries, some ground beef for her tacos, and Wednesday we're gonna do filet mignon, home fries, and some of this pineapple. I was gonna get one to cut myself, but all the ones that were there looked kind of not ready or a little too ripe. So got her some sour cream, and we also got some of these little immunity shots. We take those sometimes, but not really too bad of a haul. All right, since I got everything set up in here in the kitchen, I wanted to show y'all, because you remember in the beginning of the video, I said I've lost almost 10 pounds since last Monday. And the only thing I've changed besides getting back on my walking outside is me and my wife, at least 5 to 6 days a week, have been eating at home. And not only eating at home, but eating better, you know, not getting like bags of fries, making our own fries, swapping out desserts and things for snacks, which is what I'm about to show you. These 2 things, as long as you eat clean during the day, you can reward yourself with something like this, and it's way more filling. And I don't know if you're like me or not, but I feel like there's 2 types of snacky feelings. You either crave something that's like super salty, or you're a person that craves something sweet after you eat. Well, if you crave something salty, I cannot recommend these enough. Get you these Perfect bars. They're a little higher on the calorie side for, 17 grams of protein, but you're getting extra protein. It kicks that little saltiness feeling that you have, and it can even curb a sweet tooth if you get the ones that have dark chocolate in them. But I mean, it's 340 calories, so if you have like some extra calories to work with during the day, and you really just need something that's gonna give you more protein and make you feel full for a long time, I recommend these hardcore. And for the sweet tooth people out there, you just cannot go wrong with this. You cannot go wrong with it. Get these 0 sugar pudding cups. You can eat 2 of these and it's 120 calories. 120 calories. My biggest thing was I love Reese cups. I don't know if there's any Reese cup fans out there, but I can tell you right now, Reese cups to me, I could eat them endlessly. But compared to this, I could eat this whole package, all 4 of these, and it still doesn't equal the calories as 1 package of Reese's. So it's kind of a no-brainer. You just have to make better decisions like this, and these are the snacks that I recommend. Just get something that's kind of high in protein or something very low calorie that's gonna hit that sweet or salty take that you want. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and prep our potatoes and get them cut into some fries. So basically how I do this, I always cut off the ends, and then I'll cut off the edges. So just like that, cut off the end, cut off the end, and then cut off the edges. This will give the fries like a straighter look. All right, and this should be your finished product after you get them cut. Now we're gonna fill this up with some water and a layer of ice on top, and we're gonna throw the fries in there. All right, everybody, we got our fries sitting in the water with some ice. This helps harden them up a little bit, but also draws out some of the starch that's in the potatoes. So once these have sitting here for 30 minutes, we're gonna lay them out on some paper towels and put some paper towels on top. That way you can dry them off. Hit them with a little bit of cornstarch, olive oil, and then seasonings. And I'll show y'all what that looks like when we get to it. All right, everybody, this is the seasonings I use. I use about a half a teaspoon of each. We got chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and reduced sodium seasoned salt. And this is what it should look like after it's all done. So we're gonna sprinkle that on top after we get the cornstarch and olive oil on it. All right, everybody, just took all the ice out. Now all you gotta do is just drain it right here in your sink. Let them drain for a little bit. See how the starch it pulled out? That's what you wanna soak them for. So let these dry off for a little bit, and then we'll put them on some paper towels and get them really dry. All right, everybody, so you're gonna lay them all out on the paper towel. This is just how you get like some more water off of them. And what water doesn't come off this way, we'll use some cornstarch. And that'll also make them fry up a little harder too. Cookie Girl knows I'm in the kitchen. And she knows she's probably gonna get something later. It sure ain't gonna be one of these fries though. All right, so yeah, you just layer them all out just like this. Make sure they're all flat. And then you just cover them up, give them a nice little pat. And you let them sit there for about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, so we got them all in the bowl. They're almost dry. So what we're gonna do now, you're just gonna take a little bit of cornstarch, sprinkle it on there. Just give them a nice little shake. You want them to be coated pretty good, because this will draw out any more moisture, and it'll also crisp them up really good in the air fryer. All right, so I'm just gonna add a tad bit more to in here. Give them one more little shake. A couple came out, that's all right. All right, so now we got them floating around in there. Now we're gonna grab some olive oil. And this is gonna help the seasoning stick to it really nice. So you just dump a like, I don't know, teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever. Kind of shake them up, get them all nice and coated. You want them to have like an oily look. Make sure they're nice and coated. All right, so that's what they should look like. They're all nice and coated. I'll add just a tad bit more cornstarch And then you dump your seasonings on. So they're nice and seasoned. Give them a nice little shake around. All right, 2-second rule. All right, so that's what they should look like. And now into the air fryer for 400 degrees, 15 minutes. Shake them, 5 more minutes. Perfect. All right, so they're in the air fryer. Pop them things in. Let's get up to 400, 15. Give them a shake about halfway through. Pull them out. After the 15, do another 5. They'll be perfect. All right, everybody, that was the fries done. Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh yeah, perfect and super crispy. Those are gonna be so good. All right, now I'm about to mix up all the spices for the blackened chicken. You got a teaspoon, 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 a tablespoon, teaspoon, teaspoon, either a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, depending on how big your spice tolerance is. I go a whole teaspoon, and then a teaspoon of black pepper. I'll show you what it looks like after I mix it all up. All right, after you get it all measured out and everything, this is what your spice mix should look like. So after you get your chicken beat down, you're gonna rub it on there, fry it a little on each side, and then pop it in the oven. All right, now my wife's working on the blackened chicken quesadillas. So she trimmed and cleaned the chicken, and now she's gonna pat them down, get them nice and broken up, and then we're gonna put the seasonings on. All right, and after you tenderize your chicken, you're gonna add some of the seasoning mix very generously on both sides.
All right, so now we're cooking our chicken. I got some olive oil in it. You just wanna get a good sear, really, I guess, on both sides. And then we're gonna put it in the oven at 425 for 18 minutes. All right, now that we got a nice sear on both sides, we're gonna put it on our baking sheet, go into the oven. See you in 18 minutes, chicken. All right, now that we've got it out of the oven, let it cool a couple minutes, and now we're gonna shred it in another bowl. I just used 2 forks to shred it. All right, so I kind of put it on the edge and do half the tortilla. Just pile it all up.
And these are the ones we're using.
Now we put some shredded cheese on it.
Mexican style. Ooh wee boy, these look so good.
And we gotta pay the cheese tax.
Cheese tax.
First thing you said.
That's it.
Oh, you're too worried about cheese? That's okay.
Sometimes she sits and sometimes she doesn't.
I think it's the hardwood floor.
She's just more worried about the cheese.
All right, and then we fold it, and we've got our quesadillas. Now I'm gonna heat them in the pan to melt the cheese and get them toasted, and then we'll be ready.
Oh yeah.
Don't have spray olive oil, so I just put a little drop in the pan and kind of wiped it around with the paper towel. I'm just gonna do one quesadilla at a time and just keep flipping until it gets crispy on both sides and our cheese gets melted.
Yummy, yummy. All right, everybody, and here's dinner. There's our blackened chicken quesadillas, home fries, and this is the sauce that I'm gonna dip them in. If you haven't tried this, this is amazing. But my wife did an excellent job. All right, everybody, that's dinner. All of this with the tortilla, chicken, home fries, the cheese, the sauce, comes out to right about 1,000 to 1,100 calories. And this is my only meal for today. After this, I might have like a little dessert, but you'll see what I have for dessert. But if y'all want to try it, I'm gonna link it down below with all the ingredients and how long to cook everything. But I'm about to munch down. I'll see y'all in a little bit. So for dessert, I ended up eating 2 of those 0 sugar pudding cups, and I did end up eating a protein bar as well. So that put my calories right at about 1,600 for today, which that's like the perfect range I want to be in. I'm trying to aim for anywhere from 1,200 to 1,700 calories a day. 1,700 probably more than likely being on like the weekends, or, you know, a day where like I just feel like I need a little bit of extra something. But yeah, since last Monday, I've lost 10 pounds, and I'm going to continue on this diet. Me and my wife are going to be cooking at home a lot. Once or twice a week, I'm going to be incorporating like a protein shake and like some protein bars, and that's going to be my meal, because you still get all your like protein and your vitamins and everything that you need. Drinking a lot of water is also very important. I can't stress that enough. Water just, it's so much better than diet soda's not bad for you, but there is bad things in it. People always say it's not bad. It's bad. Can you drink them still? Yes. You just have to drink them in moderation. But, you know, guys, I really love making these videos, like just showing you like a day-to-day journey of what I'm going through, how I'm trying to battle with my weight. I really feel good losing this 10 pounds though, and I love sharing this journey with you all. And, you know, I can't wait to make more content of making, you know, more of these videos of me and my wife cooking, us on our weight loss journey. And I know y'all love little Cookie Girl, so she's over there taking a nap right now. I'm not gonna bother her. I really can't thank y'all enough from the bottom of my heart for being along with me on this journey. The best way you can support is just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos with your friends. I love making these motivational type videos, and it's a great way for me to work on myself and also like broaden my horizons, you know. I want to know down below, like, what's some things that you've struggled with, like on your weight loss journey? Is it like a certain food, a certain type of food? Is it sweet or salty? We all have some kind of kryptonite. It may even be alcohol for some people. You drink on the weekends, and everybody knows when you drink, you get pretty bloated. But thank you all so much for watching. God bless all of you, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.